Hey guys, how's it going? And welcome back and welcome to the Underground. This is Underground Railroad that I've started on my Minecraft world here. Now I do have the above ground access that we did a tour on, and I've been working on the underground because what I'm planning on doing here, right now you see the glass coverage there on the top. It doesn't go through the whole thing because I just finished building the rest of the railroad into a loop. But I'm going to give you an aerial shot of this. It's just massive, the amount of coverage that this thing takes on. And it goes into one basically major loop all the way throughout. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna build underground city basically, or mining colony, whatever you want to call it. I'm going to have building structures set up underground, which a lot of them will come above ground too, maybe in one or two levels. I haven't quite decided, but it's going to open me up that I can put a lot of stuff just in this blank area in here because this is all cut out and I know exactly where everything is right now. So what I'm going to do is build everything first, and then I'm going to be removing all the glass that I've put in so far. Because originally I had started to go in through my town area, and because I have so much underground stuff already, I kept running into other areas, and I'm like, oh man, this sucks, I can't go through here, I don't want to go through this part or whatever. And so I had to reroute everything. So I thought, okay, well, we've got the above ground rail system anyhow, which gets us around, but I want to do something underground as well. And then I thought, well, why not put like little mining areas and stuff up? Like, I've only got a couple of levels down in this world. It's not a deep world as far as being able to get like way underground and stuff, but it's enough that I could, set some stuff up to start with. So like this is my max depth here, because underneath the railroad, of course, is the brick there, and if I remove one of these, of course, you fall through the world, right? So I got to kind of be careful that way. But anyways, let's go on a little tour here of the rail system, and you can see just how far this thing goes. And I've got the starting point marked out with extra glow bricks so that I know when we've come to the other end of it. Now there is an access point on my track here where I can actually get to my underground underneath my house. Well, not directly under the house, but part of the property here. So I'll show you where that actually leads us to. So we'll just get off here, and this is closet and guest room number 4 under my house area, which extends actually underneath where the cows and the sheep and that are that you've seen in my previous videos. So that's the only point of which you can get off the track here and go into that area. Okay, so let's get back on the cart and finish our round. So I have a lot of space now where I can do a lot of tunneling, and I could probably even build other train accesses too underground to get around to the rest of the underground, which will be kind of interesting. Now a lot of this space here is already open. It's not glassed in because I just cut all this stuff out and laid down the track, and so I'm not going to bother laying any more glass in. In fact, I'm going to punch out all the other stuff anyhow and start doing my building and whatnot off from the railroad tracks and set up my little colony areas and whatnot. Looks like we got a cow stuck. Well, you can stay there for now. Anyways, so once I get it all built up the way I want it, then I'll be able to seal this all in with grass on top, and then you'll never even know it exists other than where the entry point is, which there's only one. Enter and exit through the same port, other than through the house, obviously, where guest room 4 is. So if you're in the main house, you can always hop on the railroad track there and head out to this area. So quite the long track, though. It takes a little bit to get around. I've been starting to do, there's our stopping point here. So I've been starting to do this thing here where we put up 3 power rails, then a sensor, then of course your turning piece, and then another sensor, then more rails. And that seems to actually help and keep the momentum of the cart going. So that works out really well. Then of course we have our 2 trap doors here, and I'm gonna actually have to put a ladder up here eventually, but for now I can just fly in and out of this. But anyway, so that's the idea. So this definitely gives me a ton of property to build a whole like little mining area thing underground, in which some of it will come above ground, for other access points and whatnot. So I think that's going to work out pretty good. And as I expand, of course, I'll expand railroads and so on. But like I said, all this glass, it's all going to get punched out. I got to put, lighting down in here yet, and there's a lot of it to go. So it's like, wow, that's a lot, So anyways, guys, let me know what you think, and thanks for watching. We'll catch you on the next one.